In a world where everyone is looking for your money up front, doesn't it just make sense to check out a podcast that's looking to give you something for free? Like the music for your content and free music for your film and videos? Look no further. It's the Tim Kulig Free Music Podcast.
Hey everybody, on the Tim Kulig Free Music Podcast. I'm your host, Tim Kulig. A little bit of an experiment today. I am in need of getting from point A to point B, so I'm going to try and record this in my car with a lavalier mic that's supposed to cut down on excess sound, like the travel sounds and stuff. But we shall see. We shall see if this works. So it may not be the highest or best audio quality when I get back to the studio. I'll see if I can put it through some filters or whatever, try to get it cleaned up, but hopefully you can tolerate it. Anyway, so updates, 700 tunes, beyond. We have gone beyond. So December 5th, I'll be releasing another Dreamcore album because I had another 8 or 9 tunes sitting in the pipeline that were at a stage where they needed to get sent out and done and mastered and polished. So I just knocked them out. And now I've gone beyond the 700 mark. So I've gone beyond what I wanted to get accomplished for the year. So I'm probably over the next 2 or 3 weeks going to fire out as many tunes as I feel are in the lineup for finishing. And there's a couple projects on the horizon. Kelly Clark over at Dork Tales is looking for some music, and I've been sending some stuff to him for his latest and greatest campaign. So I definitely have those things on the horizon, some D&D style music. So there's going to be at least an album of that kind of stuff coming down the pipeline, as well as some other nuanced things. There's one project I had in the can that in the Middle East music. I hadn't done that since 2021, and I have 4 pretty solid tunes, 2 or 3 other things that are works in progress. So I could probably get those out too. All in all, I think the number's going to end up somewhere in like the 730, 740 range for the end of the year, which is really ideal for me. That's going to be a huge shot in the arm for a start next year to get as close as possible to 1,000, maybe even exceed it. I don't know. 250 tunes in a year is a lot. It's a lot of tunes, and it's a very, very ambitious goal. I'm not sure it's achievable unless I start doing some really creative stuff like I've talked about before, like podcast beds or intros, outros, orchestral cues and stings, that kind of thing. Like, I really have to start pushing the envelope as to what people quote unquote consider to be music. I mean, honestly, those are all musical things, and they all have their function, and they all honestly have usage across the board, whether it's videos online or if it's in movies or TV or even radio. You know, you need those cues, you need those stings and those swells and everything else. So I mean, they have function. So it's just a matter of, is it something I'm going to groove on and really enjoy? And is it something that, you know, I could come together with a 20, 30 piece compilation and be like, yeah, here we go. It's just a bunch of intros, bunch of outros, that kind of thing. So if that's the case, then I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be able to exceed 1,000 published pieces by the end of next year, no problem. So we shall see, though. I am very open to styles that people are looking for. Again, a lot of people use my meditation, a lot of people use my orchestral stuff, a lot of people dig my little short form comedy stuff, and my horror, definitely my horror. There's quite the catalog of that building so far. So yeah, reach out to timkuligfreemusic@gmail.com if you have any requests or any styles that you've been looking for. I know that there's some people have said that there's kind of a lack in regards to like that old timey, like ragtime, upright piano type of stuff. Like that just isn't a thing out there, but people like to use it for content and like semi-comical things where you've got some movement and some motion in the video that you're doing, and a lot of quick changes and stuff. So that might be something I look into doing in the first or second quarter of 2025. So we shall see. We shall see. In addition to the updates in regards to the music, I've been humbled and basically reminded that what I'm doing and what I'm trying to accomplish here with my artistic endeavors is exactly what I should be doing. There's just been, without getting into the details, there's been some friends and family and like extended friends and family and stuff that have had some tragedy this year, and some deaths in family, immediate family, and then by extension some friends and family outside of my immediate family. And the long and short is, life's short, guys. Get out there. If there's a passion you got, you may be in a grind because you have to be some kind of job out there that is paying the bills or whatever. But if you've got a passion that's been itching you, just been itching at the back of your neck, the hairs are going up, you think you're running out of time. Look, I'll quote Gary Vee. It's never too late to start. It's never too late to start and follow your passions and follow your dreams. I mean, I started publishing heavily and like religiously at 45, 46 years old. And I've been very heavy at this for the last 4 years. So, but I've also written music for 20, 25 years prior to that. So it just goes to show you, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can revisit your passion and just take it and take the ball with it and just do your thing and enjoy the process and enjoy being you creatively. So get out there and do that, man. Make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're following your passion, even if that means getting up a half an hour early in the morning to write those few pages, to put down a few notes of music, to whatever it is that you do creative, a couple strokes of paint, whatever. I mean, there's nothing worse than the regret late in life that, I had all this time, and instead of doing the things that matter to me and to leave a mark in the world of my creativity, you just chalked it up to, I'll never be anything, I'll never be able to do this, I'll never be able to do that. Do it for yourself. The second you focus on yourself and focus on doing the art for yourself, amazing things start happening. You start creating things that people find to be novel and find interesting. And it may not happen right away, but stick with it. There's been plenty of times in my process where I felt like, is this really going where I think it is? Or is it really have an audience? Do people really care? And you get to this, sometimes it's when I'm in this funk in between albums or in between projects or whatever, and I'm just, I'm heavy on myself. I'm a heavy overachiever, if you haven't noticed. So if I take a break for like 5 minutes, I literally feel like, am I giving up? No, you're not. You're not. And it's fine. And you know what? Most of the time during those periods, I usually get some angel, some special email, something that reminds me that I'm on the right path. I'll just get a random gift from somebody, a random email saying how much they enjoy my work and to keep it up. And man, I tell you, that goes 1,000 miles for me when I realized that somebody went out of their way just to say thanks and didn't have to. Like, it's just awesome. It's such an awesome feeling. It can literally keep me going for a half a year. Just one comment like that is amazing. So So get out there and do it, man. Get out there and do your thing. Absolutely. But we also have the holidays coming up. That's going to get super hectic. So, yeah, my ambitions are going to start to wane a little bit just because of, family obligations and all that surrounding the holidays, and the focus gets shifted to that and to spending time with friends and family and gift giving and just communing, and the reminders that it's those little things that are super important, spending time with people you care about. So make sure you do that this season. Try not to work too hard. The job will be there. Take the time that you need to take for yourself and your loved ones. It's so important. None of us get out of this thing alive. So enjoy as much as you can while you're on this planet, and healthy and happy and whole as much as you can. So I hope you all enjoy whatever holidays you celebrate coming up. I'm sure I'll mention this again. But for now, as Thanksgiving is right around the corner, I wish you all of the Americans out there that might be listening to this, happy Thanksgiving and a nice holiday season going into December with Christmas and everything, and whatever you folks celebrate out there, whether it's Kwanzaa or your whatever. Happy holidays to y'all, and we'll be talking to you again real soon. Take care.